Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. So in this one, I thought we'd try something a little bit different. Okay, there's been some really interesting conversation styles going on around YouTube in the last week or so. So I thought maybe we could look at the dynamics that go on in between these interactions and see if we can, I don't know, maybe learn how to avoid them in future or learn how to manage them better in the present. So I'm going to try and look at this objectively as if I don't know either party and just talk about what's going on in the conversation. That's all. Not attacking anybody, just want to look at the dynamics and how people go around or go about trying to communicate their issues. Okay, so I'm going to press play and you'll hear it from now.
Cards.
Okay, so this is the conversation
Where
starting
is she
off.
being spoke of?
I'll just fast forward. Get to where it starts.
Say, I never said she was
I
guilty.
didn't kick you out.
Right, here we go.
As I was trying to say, I never said she was
I
guilty.
didn't kick
ever.
you out.
Well, I know, I fell out. I never said
hold
she
on.
was guilty. I never mentioned guilty by association ever. I never said she was
Don't
guilty.
yell. Don't
I
yell.
said
Too early.
when people around here do something awful like that, who do we look at? Their best real life friend. And you know it. Everybody here knows it. But it's okay because it's Jenny.
Okay, so one side is talking about their point. They're making it clear where their issue lies so far.
No one.
Yeah, apparently it is.
Can I speak? You're not. Listen.
Go
don't
for
gaslight
it.
me
Go
and
for
don't
it.
speak over me.
Nobody's gaslighting you. Get out of here.
Right, and then just there, right now, the way that the host is trying to correct person number one about what their issue is and where their feelings lie about it, and then the visiting party, voice number two, already you can see that this person is intending to dominate the conversation. They're already attempting to dominate, and they're doing that by speaking in a raised voice, not leaving any space for the other person to respond or reply. They are there, if you will, to dominate. Okay, they're there to take control.
No, you're trying.
No, I'm not. How? What did I say to gaslight you?
You're trying to make it seem like it's someone else's fault. On here,
I didn't say it was
what we
anybody's
said
fault. I said
yesterday.
that they're held accountable.
Hold
That's
on.
what I
Say
said.
it again. They keep interrupting the host. If someone keeps interrupting you, they are trying to dominate the conversation and head it in the direction they want it to go in. Straight away, when you keep being interrupted, that is, and we can all be guilty of doing it. Sometimes we overtalk other people, but generally speaking, it's minimal. Obviously, this person sounds quite aggravated and annoyed. And you do see when people are more aggravated and annoyed, they care less about anything other than getting their own point across. But if this is going to be a two-way conversation, someone has to be quiet while the other person speaks. And if you're not doing that, if you are repeatedly over talking another person that you're trying to tell something to, okay, it doesn't bode well if you keep over talk. Like, why would they want to listen when they can't even get their own thoughts out? Okay, so when we are conversating, it is important that if we're there to conversate as well as speak, we have to listen and hear what the other person's saying.
All right. What if we held, let's just put it this way. What if we held your friends accountable for the accounts that came in today?
Who cares about accounts? What is that? Who cares? We're talking about somebody.
Hold on.
Right. So the other person asks person number two a question, okay? And straight away we see that the question is pushed away and it's just invalidated entirely. So again, this is another sign that the person that you're trying to have a conversation with He's not necessarily open to hearing what you have to say. That could be, you know, there's numerous reasons for that. It could be because they're aggravated, angry, emotional, upset, or maybe they're toxic and manipulative, and they have absolutely no intention of hearing anything you say at all anyway.
Talking about, no, because you're talking about apples.
God, no,
I'm talking about somebody who reached in my real life and it affected my family.
And no one said that was okay. In fact, everyone.
Yeah, you are making it okay.
No.
Yeah, Jenny made it okay.
No, she didn't.
She had the loser up on her panel.
Right, so now the conversation shifted. It's not about asking questions about the host's past conduct or behaviour. Now it's shifted onto another person, a third party's been brought in. So this is what we would call, like, if somebody's trying to hold you accountable or throw in your face the actions of another individual, that's what would come under triangulation, because they're bringing somebody else into it, i.e. making a triangle, okay, and using something to do with them, but putting it at your feet.
Making it okay. She's making it okay. She's getting a pass for having a lousy friend, but nobody else around here can do that, can they? 180 does something significantly less.
Why do you keep bringing 180 up? 180
because
is
it's a perfect example.
And again,
180 is.
She probably feels like she's trying to bring up examples, okay, which is fair enough. We all need to use other examples to bring things that we're discussing to a head, okay, to show different sides, different opinions, the hypocrisy maybe, what's been going on. So
Same thing with Diane and you. Same thing with you and Diane.
No.
If she did that, they look at you. Then why'd you dump her about the pizza in the past? Because they were holding you accountable. You're nothing but a double standard hypocrite.
Okay, so when I said earlier about the dominating, okay, we see another symptom of the dominating. This person's asking questions, but they're also answering them for the person they're asking them themselves. They're answering their own question, and it might not necessarily be with an answer that's the truth. It could be an answer because they sound aggravated. So they're, you know what we're like when we're aggravated, we're awkward, stubborn. It's not the best headspace to conduct a conversation, to bring something to a resolution at all.
Yes, you did.
Yes, no, I didn't.
Okay, let's revise history. Okay, don't anybody in the stupid chat or you sit here and try to say that good real life best buddy friends are not held accountable for horrible behavior.
I didn't say they weren't.
You know they are. Everybody here knows.
Right? You're not going to let me speak.
Silence.
I understand what.
Oh, now you're going to eat. Look at your lovely.
Right. So just right there, okay, as soon as the host begins to speak, to explain, and she does start to say, I understand. So you would assume she's empathizing with the person that she's trying to communicate with, okay, because when you say, I understand, that's, kind of what you're saying. And she's interrupted again with the dominating the conversation.
Chat, wow.
What? I can't, not.
They're telling me to eat S-H-I-T, a manipulative A.
Everybody.
Okay, so again, the direction of the conversation has been averted to what's going on in the chat, and the guest is bringing up things that people are commenting to, in effect, beat the host with, okay? Like, where was this conversation ever going to go? Straight, like, if this was me, by this point, I would have hung up, okay? By setting boundaries to what you will and won't accept, you don't have to deal with this kind of BS in your life, okay? Because from the first second somebody would come up to me and start in the manner of either being aggressive or trying to dominate the conversation, I'm out, okay? I'll pull my energy back, okay? By energy, I mean the energy that I was going to give the conversation with the person in the first place. I will pull my energy back, withdraw, and back away slowly. I am not about having confrontation after confrontation after confrontation with anybody, okay? I decide what kind of confrontations I'm going to get brought into, or what kind of confrontation is going to roll up at my door. So from the beginning, okay, they shouldn't have even got that far, because what happens is, if you keep allowing a person to disrespect you, because that's what's going on, if whether she's aggravated or not, upset or not, this is what's going on. This person hasn't come on the panel to respect and to conversate. They have come up there because they're feeling some kind of way. I don't know. I can only guess. Okay, I don't know how they feel. I can only guess and gauge from the behaviour that they're displaying and how, you know, annoyed that they sound. So yeah, so this person's come on the panel, and straight away there's been issues about whether they're going to listen. They've taken over, so they've already shown signs that they're about domination. So for me, if I feel that somebody's trying to dominate the conversation and they're not going to hear me, I hang up on it. Simple. It wouldn't even get to this point, because all that's happening is all these different dynamics that are being brought into the conversation. The person that is trying to appease all these different issues that keep being brought in, or be answerable for them, okay, there's no, like, the guest should be saying, ideally, okay, that's your explanation, I don't agree with it, but that's your explanation for A. Okay, that's your explanation for B, I don't agree with it. But if you follow this conversation, they're jumping from pillar to post, they're jumping all over the place, okay? So they're taking control of where the conversation's going, and all you're doing is running around after them, playing catch up, okay? Keep trying to answer this, answer that, answer this, answer that. Then they're being talking over you, so you're getting more and more frustrated because you can't answer back in the way that you would like. You can't give your answer, you can't justify yourself, because you start feeling kind of like you're on the defense. When someone's coming at you in a dominating way, you start feeling that you're on the defense, so issues start, like conversational issues start cropping up from then your side, because they've affected your psyche, okay? You've probably gone from a calm state to feeling attacked, needing to defend yourself, needing to justify yourself. And in the process of this, the guest, okay, is just steamrolling over absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. And what happens is, the person that's trying to manage all of these crazy making things that are happening, starts to feel aggravated and stressed. Okay, because they literally just keep trying to play in catch up. They're trying to hold on to the patience, they're trying to hold on to their character, the type of person that they are, and they're trying to manage what is in effect, okay, psychological warfare. All right, when you keep being hit with different tactics that bring up different feelings, so you start feeling defensive, like I said earlier, you start feeling like you need to justify yourself, that you need to offer an explanation, you start feeling that you're not being heard, you start feeling a certain kind of way. And what's the other person doing? They're just sat back, dominating everything, pointing at this and pointing at that and pointing at this, and they're just completely in control. So for me, there's no way I would be in this kind of conversation.
On a minute, let me speak.
Because if you came on my panel, they would not be talking about you. The
Give
people
me a
supporting me
second.
would not talk
Stop
to
it
you
now.
like that.
Stop it.
That's a disgusting chat. Just
Let
like Jenny.
Right, so you've got somebody saying, stop it. Okay, if somebody's saying stop it, I would stop it. I would stop. Okay, they're asking you to stop it. Whatever it is they're feeling, they're not feeling good because they're asking you to stop. Nobody stops.
Bashed me and did everything else, and you were okay because you got on panel to defend the call. Wow, you went up there to tell off Beth. Why are you lying? You even said when she got off, can't miss an opportunity to tell her
Yeah, I
off.
will absolutely. I will take chances to go at Beth. Obviously,
I don't care if you can stand.
So again, they're bringing other issues into why they're aggravated with this person. Okay, so what they're doing is they're using, because what can anyone remember what the first issue was of why this person got on panel? Because now it's become 100 other things. It's not become the thing that they got on panel to discuss. It's become a multitude of separate issues. And again, the host is chasing this person around, trying to answer every insult, accusation, statement that this person throws out.
Trash.
Hey,
Your own
stop
low
it.
life.
Might
They
have
are.
to split
Look
this
at-
into
look
two,
how
Okay,
they-
all right. Okay.
which I
Yeah,
will.
Yeah.
Back.